Welcome back, Guardians. And wow, that is so misleading. Um, okay, I don't know about you. Um, I my dad was a sailor, um, and a really avid tabletop strategy gamer. Um, and one of the things that I studied when I was in high school was military science. And it's kind of a hobby of mine anyway, because like my father before me, I am a tabletop strategy gamer as well. And it's not just like things like chess, checkers, and all that stuff. Um, it's a host of other, like miniature battle games and stuff like that. Got a decent collection. Anyway, so yeah, gather your fire team, improve your mastery of ship-to-ship combat for outstanding rewards. This is not ship-to-ship combat. I played Catch, Crash, Kit Kat. I just want to say Kit Kat. I played the game. I played this mode. It is a strike like anything else. This is not the first catch that we've assaulted, and it's not going to be the last. There is no ship-to-ship combat on here. What you see in that image and what they say right there in their splash screen is not what you do. You run from room to room shooting enemies. Now, don't get me wrong. It's enjoyable. The rewards are decent. Um, but that is not ship-to-ship combat, my friends. You're totally misled. If I hadn't paid for this season, and already when I got the annual pass, because I did, and somebody came up to me and said, "It's pirates, it's ship-to-ship combat. We're finally getting ship-to-ship combat." Blah blah blah. Um, and I bought the season pass, and then was faced with what the truth of the activity was. I would definitely want my money back. Just because. But since this is season of the pirate, so to speak, um, it's not, a fuckery like that is not out of the purview of the themes. So I'm going to be a little less uh, critical about it. But this is definitely misrepresenting content. It really, truly is. It's kind of like you get those mobile games and they have all those waifus all over the screens, and then you get into the game and you're dealing with like Sprite, this like 1990s, Nintendo RPG Sprite, and that's not what you picked up the game for. You picked up because you were after the waifus or the pretty boys or whatever. Yeah, kind of cheeky. Any case, so what do we got going on here? What did I leave off at? What's at the post office? I got rid of the mobile app. It was gumming up everything. It was slowing down my phone, slowing down my device, my tablet device. I have a Chromebook. Kind of functions like a tablet. It was just clunky as hell, and in the end, the device with the interface was not all the best in the world. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I mean, weapons wise, the uh, the farmable weapons are doing pretty good. We're having I'm here for this. I'm having a pretty good time with those. I'm feeling a little bit sideways right now because for some reason my motion sickness is really peaking. Let's see. I've already unlocked one thing here. What did I unlock? I don't even remember. I unlocked this. Hire the skiff blades. Unlocks a random bonus reward when you emote with your crew at the end of successful cat crash and expedition missions. Successful. I don't know how you can have an unsuccessful one. Um, they both have end games to them. You have to finish them. It's not like if you fail them, they kick you to orbit. I mean, Destiny doesn't do that. Destiny just doesn't do that to you. Maybe in Grandmaster Nightfalls or raids at a certain level, but for the most part, if you're playing, the seasonal activity like this, you are. Um, no, I don't want to do an expedition. I want to do a catch crash. I mean, it would have been nice if there was at least like the opportunity for a cutscene which shows the ships. You know, I have been begging for years for something to do with ships, with our jump ships. You know, like a mini game of something, or some racing kind of game, or a mission that involves you shooting out asteroids or incoming bombs or something. But it's like, no, no, we're not going to let you do that. I mean, fuck, even the loading screen could have you. I have played Nintendo and PlayStation games where the loading screen, like this, had like a little mini game in it. So some little object will show up and you shoot it, and you might get extra points, and that's about it. But I think it'd be kind of fun to have something like that, um, you know, because this is just, oh my lord, it's giving me a headache. It's been affecting me lately, and I think what it is that it's the same way I uh, conditioned myself to not want to smoke anymore. I used to smoke. What I did was not what I recommend anybody else do, but it's kind of like, it definitely made me associate an unpleasant experience with cigarettes. And it's not like I'm one of those born agains. I mean, if somebody lights up near me, I'm going to be like, a little bit. But I'm not going to ask them to put it out. I'm not going to tell them, hey, put that out. Unless they're in a non-smoking zone. If it's very clearly, you're not supposed to smoke here, I'll be like, dude, really? We're in a non-smoking area. You want to kind of take that somewhere else. I've only done that about a half a dozen times in the last 20-some odd years since I last quit up. And I've only one time that I had somebody give me a nasty look, And I immediately told this, like, I'm not a born again. You're just breaking the rules. You're breaking the law here. No time for it actually said on the sign, you can be fined. So, but anyway, that's a segue we don't need to worry about anymore. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so lately I've been trying to wean myself off of video games altogether. Well, mainly because I've been noticing that, at least this time of the year, for some reason, I get a little bit more sensitive to motion sickness, and I'm just not having fun playing with other people. Really, I'm not, because I don't like being pushed around. I hate people bumping into me unless I'm in a mosh pit. I don't like people slamming into me. I don't like people pushing me or throwing my hand because they're jumping into my face. I actually had a couple of players recently, over the last couple of days when I'm doing an activity, that, I want to go, so you do get to see, okay, so, yeah, but that's not ship-to-ship combat. We're doing boarding actions. That's all it is. We are repelling boarders, or we are boarding them. I don't know. No. It just feels like a strike with a really nice skybox. That's all it is. Ooh, I overshot that grenade. What are we waiting for? Don't want to be here anymore. Alright, so we are boarding them. That's what we're doing.
Once you're inside, head to the captain's quarters.
I don't know, like I said, thematically, it's cute.
They keep the
but this is not ship-to-ship combat.
Themselves.
This is boarding action.
And it is no surprise your crew was so eager to work for the Guardian.
Ship-to-ship combat would be me and a bunch of my friends or some randos at the controls of actual, elements of the ship itself. Like cannons or the helm or the engine room and stuff like that. But we're not. We're not maneuvering to get broadsides or to reduce the profile, reduce our silhouette versus their targeting. We're not speeding up or decelerating or anything of that. I feel on purpose. Is this part of your plan? Please tell me this is not part of your plan. You are just going to be sitting for a while because I can't get you. We're trying. No, you are under the bug. Look at you. Fine. Oh, really? I hate immunity. Bosses that go immune are just sort of boring. floorboards. This is important. So, you know, in the kitchen, in the dining room kind of scenario. Oh, I'm sorry. You'd have to, yeah, never mind. Yeah, that varies. See, context is always important. Let's see. Okay, so you can cook the bombs. Back this up for just a second.
This captain must have stashed their loot someplace
Oh,
quiet.
I see.
Let's knock some heads and figure out where.
Get it? Nice. Good cutaway. So that's what the brain looks like. That's the thing I like about Destiny. The aesthetics. I love it. I'm a big fan of the aesthetics of Destiny. It kind of sits really nice between Ridley Scott's Ridley Scott's 80s directorial art direction and Games Workshop's grimdark. Get out of the fuck, dude! Come on, what? Really? I think it's that. Yeah. I think I'm done playing with people. I'm done doing group activities in this game. It's kind of sad. It's just, I don't know. I want them to make a single player experience, a true single player experience. Because, you know, when you do enough of this, you earn a little map that lets you know where some big bad is, and then you can go solo that. And I'm like, I like that. That's nice. I don't know. You think I'd do more legendary lost sectors? It's just, you know, I don't have the rewards in it. You know, I'm not into those rewards. I mean, most times I just get a freaking rare anyway. So why the fuck would I kick my ass? You know, doing something like that. Oh, I know what I want to do with this build, or with this armor set. I'm going to go ahead and put my invulnerable finisher back on, so that I can get that going on. That gives some nice, crowd control. That's pretty easy. Not good bullets. They're not the goodest bullets. They're the baddest bullets. Be a clan.
Your enemies assemble on deck, Guardian.
Seems like they're throwing you a little going away party.
That took a little bit
I
longer than the
suggest
last
grenades as parting gifts.
Hear my excitement draining away, can't you? It's because these hikes, these, and it's not even like, I could understand if that was there because you're trying to generate your ability energy or something. But it's really, I don't know. Then you gotta sit here and wait for everything to cook. Maybe urge. Are we in full randos, or we got? We got a couple of teams, okay. Burrito ships. It's a reference to Star Destroyers. I should have grabbed some bounty, but I don't fucking care because last semester, last season bounties didn't matter for shit. You had to do the fucking special dungeon mission in order to get any of the progress. Like, fuck you. And it was not a fun dungeon. It was glitchy as fuck. When you have too many invulnerability mechanics involved in the mechanics, it's like you have too many. There were too many working parts, and I think that's what the problem was. And like I said, the 3 times that I attempted it, one time I just got bored and didn't want to do it anymore because the unkillable dude was just being an asshole, and I didn't have the brain set for the speed needed. So, and then the second time after I retooled my entire fucking loadout so that I could be fast enough and agile enough to get around it, get around the rooms. Both times it was like I killed the first 2 scions, but the last scion's little shield buddy wouldn't respond, so I couldn't take him out to get the shield down so I could take out the scion to get his code. And then the second time, the first guy was completely immune the entire time. I couldn't do anything about it. There was the one shielded scion spawned, and then that was it. I was like, I can't figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I did everything right the first time at this point, but then, things went sideways. And I'm like, are we done? Should be done by now. Yay. Pick up map pages. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those.
This is how House Salvation will
to
put an end to the violence that has followed us since the whirlwind.
Right?
The whirlwind did not make us this way.
Treasure coordinates.
Yes, it did. You are too young to remember.
Okay, so where do I get treasure
But
coordinates?
your mother
I'm
knew.
earning treasure coordinates. Never mind. Expedition buried treasure. So we're doing that. Okay. Let's go do that. This will be another match-made game. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, right now, it's a thing. It's just another strike. It's just another arena kind of situation. There's not really anything. Yeah, it's like playing Munchkin. Open the door, kick down the door, kill the monster, take the treasure, go look for trouble, that kind of shit. So I don't know. I think coming at it the way I was before, very very lightly, just kind of just that's it. Not really thinking about collecting anything because, as always, what I have right here. This is it. This is the kit for me. This is incidental. This is incidental. I am not a shotgun fan. But the new shotgun in this season is actually quite nice. You must be at 65 or higher for me to think about even possibly trading you out. Because I'm looking at my stats. Look what I can do. Look what I can do here. I deliberately took a hit in my mobility, intellect, and strength, so I could bump a little bit on the grenades. I could get adept and what is it? Artificer armor. Borrowing from Warhammer 40k. I swear to God, somebody in Bungie is a big fan of GW. I see so much of the style, the art direction of GW's games in the design of this game here, right down to the edge highlighting on some of the armor. It's pretty funny. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe I should start drinking sake when I play this. Just a Actually, no, sake does help me a lot. It settles my stomach for some reason. I don't know what the deal is. I think it has something to do with the sugar.
The privateers we vanquished in a cache
That
nearby.
might be what I am. I might be angry. Give me some
I
food
thought
right
your
now.
raiding days were over, Mithrax.
Speaking of
There are many things such wealth can do for the
guess what I didn't do?
people.
I didn't kit my character up with the invulnerability that I wanted to give him. My bad. What's all these fanatics for? That's just so much fun. I don't like pulling my trigger more than once in an engagement, and I don't like scrambling for ammo. So snipers, shotguns, fusion rifles, linear fusion rifles, rocket launchers. shit. It's just I don't play them because they're a pain in the ass to get ammo for, and I don't like that unreliability. Keep these. We're supposed to do stuff with this, huh?
Looks like someone's trying to stop our drill.
Now we're moving
Get
on.
out there and wreck their
Oh,
jammers.
fuck. Killed by the architects. Yay, dude. Next season, I think we warlocks become architects or something like that. Path of the architect or whatever. How does it feel? Sorry. I don't remember creating a well, but apparently I did. We should be drilling now. Yeah. So yeah, you might think, well, heavy grenade launchers, reach with grenade launchers. No, for some reason, swords, grenade launchers, machine guns, I get lots of good ammo. I get lots of ammo for that. I don't know what the difference is. You know, I think it has something to do with my running theory about how every account and every character has an affinity. I don't like calling it RNG because I don't believe this game has RNG. I think everything in this game is rigged. It's all pre-planned. It's your destiny based on the choices you make. Like, I choose to do this activity instead of doing a Vanguard strike. Therefore, you know, I might struggle more than if I had done a Vanguard strike.
I sense an opportunity. Secure that
cabal.
cabal.
I'm trying to get my freaking, you know, I don't know if I'm supposed to get like a certain number of these things to make an achievement happen or to make something else cool happen, but yeah, it is. Good thing they don't have a timer. Hello, you died. Sorry. Get rich quick.
Quit wasting
So I
time,
do have to
Guardian.
get it. I
Get that
was
treasure haul on the move.
Well, I could totally see where this could be a problem. I wonder what my crew's doing. The rest of you guys are doing. What are you guys doing? No? No interest? Okay, good. We are on our way. I feel like I'm in the electric light parade. When are you gonna come down? We're about right now. Bang! Ooh,
The Vandal Hall 6 is en route to the fight.
Of course, because, yeah, it was my choice to jump at that angle instead of this angle. Therefore, I got hung up on a vaulting exercise. So yeah, affinities. It's kind of the thing that I've been thinking about. That why does it seem like some players are really, really lucky? They get like extra hits. They get a higher score, and it's like, I mean, part of it is ability, but I think also part of it is the fact that you're playing on their playground. So, you know, if you and that other player were to go to a different activity, chances are you'd be going up on the leaderboard more than they would be. It all depends. So it's like, you know, Gambit used to be one of the funnest things I could do because I was really good at Gambit and not so good at Crucible or Strikes or anything like that. But then they went ahead and did things to Gambit that just make it feel like it's player versus player all the way through. It really is. Even on your own team. You know, people are not interested in working together. That's why I miss Gambit Prime more than anything else. I miss Gambit Prime. The first time Gambit Prime came out, I was like, oh fuck this shit, this is way too hectic. But there was no PvP in it. It was straight up, you know, okay, go for it. There's more around here. I'm not worried. I could adapt. And I think that's what I liked about Gambit, is that you could adapt. You weren't locked into one strategy. There were so many of us that went ahead and would just destroy the fucking Prime Eagle the moment it landed. You know, we could melt that Prime Eagle. Now it's all time gated. You know why it's time gated? So they can let the invader on the other side have a chance to come in and decide whether or not they want to invade. But here's the shocker for you. I've actually been in a full afternoon's worth of matches. Not a single other player ever invaded but me. I was the only one that ever invaded. That was it. That was it. And I'm like, you know, if the whole point of having emissaries, you know, required to be removed so that you can do damage to the Prime Eagle, is really to give the enemy team a chance to come in and PvP your shit, then why aren't they? Well, because they don't find a value in it. There's no value in it. Because nobody wants, a smart team won't even touch the enemy team until it's like, at least they know they're on Primeval Slayer 5. I mean, 4. Okay? Anybody who invades before Primeval Slayer 4 is just, you know, they're fulfilling a trick. That's all they're doing. They're just trying to, you know, pad a score, or they're trying to get an achievement going on. See, once I've let go of all of that and just focus on the win, just focus on the game and activity itself, and just, you know, try to do the best I can without trying to, like, upstage anybody. In the moment I stop trying to flex, you know, in the game, in a team game, he's getting old. Oh my god, it's that Austin Powers moment. Get out of the way! Ah! Steamroller just comes right over their ass. That was so cool. Those are the moments that keep me coming back. Those are the funny times that have me come back to the game and be like, yeah, I want to do that again. That was fun to watch. Okay, you gotta come down sometime, buddy. Die up there or down here? It's 2 ounces of silver. That's what a destiny means, by the way. A fate is something you don't really have any control over. But your destiny is you choose. By your choices, you are destined to get to a certain end or outcome. What are you doing? Why am I dying? Go away already. Much better. Anyway, so yeah. Woohoo! We're not done yet. I think we have to emote at the actual chest. Oh, where's our goodies? Are we done yet? Here we go.
I understand that the pursuit of riches is part of the pirate ethos.
What the hell, dude? Slow down.
But we are going to use this newfound wealth to help the people of the city.
Whatever. We're going to take this one.
We will use it to turn the Elixir Quarter from a refuge.
We didn't get a fully successful one. Not? What? Nah. Oh, I did get a random roll. There you go. An Ogma and an enhancement core. That's weak. Okay, well, I don't know. An enhancement core is an enhancement core, so whatever. Let's get the fuck out of here. Where do we want to go next? We go to the helm. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, I'm done. Catch you guys.